lovelies. How are you? Here I am, live on the Instagram for the first time. Hey guys. Oh, I love all the little hearts. This is my first time doing Instagram Live. This is so cool. Wow. Wow, you guys are coming in like crazy. Holy cow. Every second there's another 1,000 of you. This is insane. Hello. I'm a bit overwhelmed here. Hi, you guys. So I hope you're enjoying season 2 of Shadowhunters. I know I am. We're having a really fun time making 2B. Hello to Brazil. Hello to Argentina. Who else is saying hello? All of you are saying hello. You're such sweethearts. You're such angels. I love you. Okay. I'm pulling up Facebook and Twitter right now because all of you tweeted me some really beautiful questions, and I'm excited to answer as many as I can. Let's see. Oh, somebody asked me, and I've lost the tweet now, so I apologize for not having your username, but somebody asked me a very interesting question about the season, if there was going to be another alternate universe episode. And while we don't go back to the same alternate universe we went to in season 1, this episode coming up has some very interesting perceptions, I guess. Some very interesting occurrences that are reminiscent of that. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. So many good questions. Ooh, Nicole Shadeblood on Twitter says, do you think you would be a good downworlder? I think it'd be very interesting to be a downworlder. I've thought about this a lot because I love all the mythology of the show and all of the different characters and things like this. I'd love to be a warlock because I love the power they have, and I love the way in which they use their powers for good. Most of them. At least the ones on our show. I guess I'd take after Magnus Bane. Hunger Malik says, can we please have more scenes between Clary and Alec? Yes. Actually, there's a huge scene between Clary and Alec coming up in episode 8. I love the Clary and Alec stuff. It's so much fun. They have such a fun, cantankerous friendship. I think it's so great. And plus, I love working with Matthew Daddario because he's the man. Raphael on Twitter asks, is By the Light of Dawn focused more on Simon? By the Light of Dawn does have a lot to do with Simon. That's episode 10, by the way, for you angels out there who haven't memorized all of the episode titles. It does have a lot to do with Simon. That's all I can say. More questions. Hi, Sarah! Where am I? I'm at my apartment. Oh my goodness. I'm having to sort through all these comments here. Oh, I love you guys. These are so sweet. Hey, William. Miss you too. Watching your stunts makes me want to be a stunt double. Z, yes, we love training in the stunt room. It's so much fun. We have an incredible stunt team that does so much for us. It's really incredible, and we're so lucky to have them. Today, they got me back in the wires today, which was really fun because I had a day off. So I went and played in the stunt room with the amazing team. Did some boxing, learned some new weapons, and they put me in the wires, which is so much fun. I have to put together a video to maybe post later. My favorite episode of 2A is probably episode 9 because there's a lot of good Jace, Clary, Simon stuff in that episode, and you see a different side of all 3 characters than you've ever seen before. But bring a box of tissues. Faux show. Hey, Matt. For the big football scene. Matt, spoilers. Matt says, come to set. We need you for the big football scene. Matt with the spoilers. Really? But the football scene, yes, because I'm so instrumental in the football of the Shadowhunters. Clearly. Who do I prefer with... Hello, Finland. My favorite ship? S. Melissa V wants to know my favorite ship. I love all the ships, you guys. This is such a difficult question. You guys know that I love Malik more than anything, but I love Clace too. Clace is, and especially now that Clace has grown and developed and changed, I think you guys are really gonna love it. We are filming right now. Lays Mally asks if we're filming right now. Yes, we are. I just happen to not be in any of the scenes that they're shooting today. But it's a lot of fun, and 2B is so cool, and it's really pushing the characters and pushing the story beyond what you've ever seen before, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. Maya Drop Dead says, what about Sebastian? When will we see him? We're going to see him very soon. We're already shooting scenes, but you guys are going to love Sebastian. Will Tudor is killing it, and he's joined the family. I cannot wait for you guys to see the Sebastian scenes. What do I love most about the series? Nuno 2002 Wolf says, what do I love most about the series? I love the fact that you have such a diverse cast of characters from all walks of life, played by such a diverse cast of actors from all over the world. And it's a story that's universal. The themes are universal, the characters are universal, the struggles that they go through. You really can relate to every character in a way. And I love that the story has so much heart, and that even in the darkness and the evil that exists in the shadow world, these characters still find light and love and hope, and they persevere through it. And I think that's something that all of us can remember at this point. Are you going to have more scenes of you with your powers? Yes, Clary, so you guys saw in episode 5, Clary created her first rune, and that only grows and develops. That's something that I love about Clary this season, is she's beginning to fight her own battles, and she's beginning to find what makes her special and what her purpose is as a shadow hunter. And that's really exciting to get to see more of. I have to catch up. Hi, Jade, I love you. Jade's commenting, sending me emojis, as always. I just got to see Jade the other day, and that makes me so happy. Don't you guys love Jade in the show? Isn't he such an amazing, awesome, badass Meliorn? I think so. Gabby Ritore, I'm so sorry, I'm butchering your name, asks, is Clace going to develop in season 2? Clace is always constant. They always have a connection. Jace and Clary have been connected since the moment they met. And that connection, obviously, you guys have seen, it's changed a lot throughout season 1 and throughout season 2 up until this point, and it will continue to change. But Clace will always be in existence. Clace is never ending, and just watch and find out. Just watch. I'll just tell you that much. Oh my goodness, there's so much. There's so many comments, I can't catch up. Hey, Stephanie! So Stephanie and Nancy are two of the incredible hair artists on the show, and Stephanie commented and said, hello, love you guys too. They're on set right now, but apparently they checked in. I love you guys. They're doing a lot of creating right now on the show, and I've been looking at their photos and watching them have so much fun. I can't tell you, the hair team, the makeup team, prosthetics, all of the creative teams on our show, wardrobe, everybody is so incredible, even down to like the sets that are created and the production design of the show. Everybody is so passionate about creating this world, and they have fun creating the world and the characters. And every time I walk into a new set, I want to live there. And every time I walk into the wardrobe room, I'm playing, or hair and makeup, I'm constantly learning new things. And it's such an amazing experience to work on a show where people care so much and put so much of their artistry and their passion into creating it. All right, let me see. I'm just catching up on all these comments here. Oh my God, there's so many. There haven't been a lot of pranks on set this season, which I've been surprised at, especially considering the whole thing that happened with my my rings prank with Dom and Isaiah. You guys, I have to tell you, I'm completely terrified for their retaliation. Dom has started to whisper about it to me and say that I'm gonna be terrified. So if you don't hear from me for a long time, just check in and make sure I'm still alive and haven't, died of fear. Hey Ross, what's up? I love Instagram Live. I'm hearing from so many friends. All right, let me see. I'm gonna have to do this more often, you guys. Would you guys like that? Let me see. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna try and log back into my computer so I can look up Facebook questions while I'm doing this. Kisses to Brazil and all of the other incredible humans out there and angels watching the show. Carol Tallulah asks if I like the Vampire Diaries. Yes, I love the Vampire Diaries. I'm a huge fan, and I'm so excited because we have Paul Wesley coming to direct right now, or not right now, but he's directing very soon. And I'm very excited because I'm a huge fan, and I've heard incredible things about... Hey Kaylee! I've heard incredible things about him from a lot of people who've worked on that show and a lot of other folks. So I think it's so great because working with a director who has lived in that kind of a world and who has sort of existed in that space for a long time and become very familiar with that, it's, oh God, it's so exciting. I can't wait. Okay, so I'm going to Facebook. I'm looking at the comments. A few more comments. Okay. Livia Carroll says, I love Shadowhunters. Thank you. What do you say about the second season? The second season, what can I say in general? It's grown. It's changed. The characters are continuing to change. The ending is crazy. And no relationship escapes this season unscathed. No relationship escapes this season unchanged. And I think you guys are going to be very shocked, very excited. But you guys are going to need some tissues, I'll tell you that much. And maybe some snacks to stress eat, because I tell you, it's insane. It becomes an all-out everything. So I'm also really excited because we've got a lot of conventions coming up this summer. And if the schedule works out, I will be at as many of them as I can be, because I love meeting you guys, and I love hearing your stories, and I love talking to you guys. But I don't exactly know, because I've got the Death Cure coming up as well, and I'm waiting on the shooting schedule from that. So that will be very exciting. Yes, I'm going to do one more question from Facebook, and then I'll come back to Twitter and talk to you guys. Ciro Jace Bosco says, what's the best part of playing Clary? I think for me the best part of playing Clary is getting to be a part of this world and a part of this story, and playing a character that has so much growth and who is a strong, empowered young woman, but who still makes mistakes. She still falls down sometimes, and she shows that through being imperfect you find who you really are. And you find where your strengths lie, and you find when to rely on the people you trust. And Clary has this little ember of hope that never goes away, and that's always constant. And that no matter what happens, no matter how many things go wrong, or how many mistakes get made, or how much darkness surrounds her, she always thinks that it's possible for things to turn out right. She never accepts no. And I love that about her. It's something that I try and remind myself from time to time. What else can I answer for you guys? How long? Lee Ryder wants to know how long it takes to get the runes applied. So the runes are actually transfer tattoos that we reapply every day, and it's a lot of fun. Actually, it's become really fun crafting where the runes go, because some of them are story specific, and some of them, at least all of Clary's, have been story specific, but some of the other shadow hunters get to just make up their own kind of rune map, if you will. And so it's been fun to watch all of the folks create that. I love the runes because I come in the morning and I'm clearly me, who's not a shadow hunter, who, you know, just goes to work every day. But as I'm sitting in the chair and the runes get applied, and then the makeup goes on, and I get my hair done, and I put the wardrobe on, and then I look in the mirror, and suddenly I see Clary. And it kind of just helps to step into the character. The runes become part of it. You know, I'll be shooting and I'll look down at my arms or my hands, and I see the runes there, and it's just a constant reminder of what it means to be a shadow hunter and all of that. Which is why it's one reason that I did get one of the runes tattooed last season. And I'm so glad I did. I didn't know at the time. I never intended to get a tattoo, but I'm glad I did. Very happy about it. So what has been your guys' favorite episode of season 2? I want to know. Or any other questions you guys have. Sherland Hunter wants to know what inspires me the most. I think what inspires me the most is the little moments in life. And those little times where you see the spark of creativity in someone else. You see people doing what they love. You see somebody get excited about something. Or even just people watching on the street. You see a little kid on a scooter. Or you see somebody sitting by a river painting. Or you see, even, you know, I go to the movies and I see a film that really, you see this great art being created. And it reminds me that that's something that I could maybe be a part of. And that's that sort of passion, or those little sweet moments in life I want to recreate and share with people in that way, and different artistic mediums, and I find that so fun. Let's see, my favorite thing about acting. Anastasia LDV wants to know what my favorite thing about acting. I love getting to create new characters and getting to step into new worlds and into other people's shoes and becoming part of a story. Because storytelling is, I think it's something so universal and so human and so important. Oh, somebody's asking, I've lost the username now. Somebody's asking how many days it takes to shoot an episode. So we shoot an episode in between 7 to 9 days. Most episodes take 8 days, but occasionally we have an episode that maybe doesn't have as many fights or doesn't have as many special effects, so we get it done in 7 days. Or we have an episode that takes more time because it's more intense, and then we take 9 days to shoot it. So all of that entire hour that you watch on TV, it takes 8 whole days to shoot, which is crazy. It's always so funny when we watch it because we were live tweeting, and so things go by so fast. It goes by so quickly that I'll miss it. Hey Daryl! Hope you guys are doing well. Your Valentine's Day video cracked me up. Goodness. What was I saying? It goes by so quickly that we've spent so much time making the episode, we go, wait a minute, it flew by. And yet somehow it takes all of that time for it to come together. My favorite episode to shoot, 4 and 5 were fun just because they were super challenging with the emotional journey that Clary was going through. I loved episode 7 because I got to do my first major fight scene in the show. And that was, did you guys like that? That badass Jace Clary fight on the top of the roof? That was so much fun for us. That was all Dom and I. We did every single shot of that fight. It took almost not an entire day, maybe a half a day to shoot. And we did it was over 30 times that we did that fight. And it was so much fun. And our director, Ben Bray, just killed it. And Darren McGuire, our stunt coordinator, he created this amazing badass fight for us and guided us through the whole thing. And of course, you know Dom is an incredible fighter and an amazing badass. And we just shot another scene together where we have some fighting to do for episode 12. And it's one of my favorite scenes I've ever shot on the show. So I'm really excited for you guys to see it because it really highlights Jace and Clary and how far both of them have come in using their powers. I'm glancing through all these comments. I'm missing so many. My favorite movie. I have a lot of favorite movies. I love Gilda. It's an old film noir film. I love Funny Face. It's a film with Audrey Hepburn and Fred Astaire. Princess Bride is one of my favorite movies of all time. I love The Usual Suspects is another one of my favorite films. Oh, there's so many good ones. I don't know. I can't decide. I'm really bad at favorites. Hello to Argentina. I think I already said hello to you earlier, but I will say hello again. Let me see. Who do I wish I had more scenes with? It's been a nice balance, actually. But I realized recently I haven't had a lot of scenes with Isaiah, which is kind of sad. And I saw him the other day. I said, wait a minute, I want to work with you again. And I want to have more scenes with Harry, because I love that too. Oh, you know who I want more scenes with? I want more scenes with Nicola, because I love Nicola, who plays Maris Lightwood. She is such a light and such an incredible human. And Jade, too. I haven't worked with Jade in forever. Let's get Meliorn, Clary, and Maris, because that's a combination that would happen. Sure. The writers are creative. They'll come up with something. They always make it work. Let's see. Shadow Stewart asks what my Hogwarts house is. I'm a Ravenclaw. I'm a Ravenclaw with slight Gryffindor tendencies and maybe like a Hufflepuff glint in my eye. But I'm definitely a Ravenclaw through and through. Oh my goodness, there's so many comments. I love you guys. My favorite food is Mexican food or soft pretzels. I have a soft place in my heart for both of them. Or my grandma taught me how to make these oatmeal scotchies when I was a kid, and it's kind of become my go-to when I want something sweet or when somebody wants to bake for a day. I always make oatmeal scotchies. McNamara Frey says, can you tell us something funny that's happened on set? Something I love that not always, but tends to happen on set a lot, that's been so much fun is we get into a scene and I don't know what it is. It's usually with Dom or Matt, or usually the combination thereof. We get into a scene and we're doing it and everything's fine, and then suddenly one of them will get a glint in their eye, or somebody will, we've been saying the same lines for so long, somebody says something funny or somebody does something that's a little wrong, and then we just lose it and we laugh and we laugh and we laugh, and it's so nice because it breaks up the sort of intensity that we have for all of the scenes, and it allows us just a moment of comic relief. One thing that's not really funny that happens on set all the time, not all the time, but I have problems with prop phones. I'm a little technologically challenged. Anybody that knows me knows this is true. And I was in the scene and I flipped, I don't know if I did something or if the phone messed up or what happened, but it actually made it to camera. A lot of you commented on it. But I tried to flip the phone open. I did the little swipe and it didn't work. And so it didn't answer, and so it looked like I hadn't answered when I was on the phone with Simon. But I did it, I swear. At least I thought I did. I don't know. J.K. Riordan 13 says, if you could have something from Clary, what would it be? I want her closet, for sure. I love all of her clothing. No, but I think I would out of personality traits, I think I would I would like to inhabit some of her tenacity. I have a lot of tenacity myself, but Clary, through all of these situations, through everything that happens, she never ceases to believe that everything will turn out okay. And I love that. Whoa, all those hearts. Love you guys. My favorite song at the moment. Frary Dia wants to know my favorite song at the moment. Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. That's been my constant thing. And Castle on a Hill is so pretty too. Oof, those songs, they get me every time. You guys are so fun. I love this. O'Brien FTMCDO asks, what's your favorite rune? My favorite rune is the angelic rune, and that's why I got it tattooed. But that's... Wait, Ed released a new song today? I had no idea. That's really awesome. I'm gonna have to check it out, because I love Ed Sheeran. No, but my favorite rune is the angel rune. I love what it represents, and I love that it's kind of the all-encompassing rune for the shadow hunters, but also the fact that it's a symbol of strength and that it represents an angelic blessing, because that's sort of what this show has been for me. And I'm loving every minute. I did not watch the Grammys, and I'm so sad I missed them, but I watched the SAG Awards, and I laughed and laughed and laughed and loved every moment. Malik_shipper asks, will we see some Valentine Clary scenes? Yes. I've had the most fortunate pleasure of working a lot more with Alan Van Sprang this season, and I just adore him, and he's so viciously good at being evil. I absolutely love it. I relish the day that I get to work with Alan Van Sprang. I have 5 minutes, you guys, and then I have to go write a paper. I know. I'm back in school. So happy. Is Clary actually Jace's brother? Don't ask me questions like that. I can't spoil anything for y'all. Just keep watching the show. You guys are adorable. I have to go back to the top. Whoa, so many tweets, you guys. This is amazing. My favorite TMI book. Ooh, that's such a hard question. I think my favorite TMI book, maybe book 3, City of Glass. But book 4 is so good too. And so is 5. 6? Maybe 6? I don't know, 6 broke my heart. From a certain point to the end of 6, and I don't know if it was the fact that I had spent probably a year with the Shadowhunters cast by that point, so I was really attached to seeing and hearing all of them as the characters, or what, but there was a certain point, and I think you know what point I'm talking about, for those of you who read the book, who, from that point to the end, I was crying, and I kept crying for different reasons, and I couldn't stop crying, and then when I finished the book, I was crying, because I had finished the books, and I wanted to keep reading the story of these characters, but it's all good stuff. All good stuff. I'm looking through all these comments right now. There's so many I can't even read them all. Oh, you guys are such sweethearts. Okay, all right, back to this. SwiftyFan1213 says, do you watch Stranger Things? Yes, I do. I love Stranger Things. I got to meet some of the cast at, I kind of fangirled. Some Clary and Alex scenes in 2B, Softy Alec asks. Yeah, there are a few. Not a ton at this point, but it's good stuff. MW McNamara says, what's your favorite thing about the Clizzy friendship? My favorite thing about the Clizzy friendship, and something that I love about all of the women on the Shadowhunters show, is that we have a show in which we have a lot of amazing badass characters, but every single female character on the show is empowered and is strong and is intelligent and fights their own battles. And that's so exciting in TV right now, and that's having empowered women on screen is becoming such a more prevalent thing. It's really fascinating to be on a show. Everybody from Maya to Izzy to Clary to Maris to Lydia to all of these characters, every single one has power and has gravitas, and it's amazing to see them all work together or against each other, depending on the episode, but usually together. Oh, people keep asking what I'm studying. I'm getting my master's in literature right now. I decided to go back to school. It's something I love school. I'm such a nerd. I love studying. I love learning. And I noticed it was something I was missing in my life. I was missing that kind of mental stimulation, and I feel like being able to do something outside of acting helps to inform my work, because it gets my brain in a completely different place, and then whatever I end up learning always comes back. I don't know, it's a weird relationship, but I figure with literature, I've always loved studying and analyzing literature, and if I'm going to be telling stories for the rest of my life, I might as well know the devices and the different tonalities and theories and things like that are used in creating literature, and the ways in which stories have been told since the dawn of humanity. But it's fun. Can I do the next one on set? Maybe. I don't know. I'll be live tweeting Monday, so maybe I'll throw some stuff up on Instagram Live during a commercial break, if I can wrangle the boys. Hi, Blackman. How you doing? I miss you guys. Somebody's asking, are we going to Idris? I know we want to. I don't know if we are yet. I don't know a lot of things. All right, guys, I have 2 minutes. Matthew, your last name is awesome, and I don't want to butcher it. How do I like working with Will Tudor? Working with Will is awesome. He's killing it as Sebastian. He's become one of the family right away, and we're so lucky to have him as Sebastian. All right, let's see. My favorite thing about Clace, Heather Shudock 55. My favorite thing about Clace is that they're always there for each other. They have this constant connection, and even though they've been separated, even though they go back and forth, and they've been through so much, and their relationship has been kind of exploded as quickly as it was created, they're always there for each other. Hey, Chad, what's up? Aw, I miss you. They're always there for each other, and they always have that connection. They'll always be a part of each other's lives, no matter what their relationship ends up being. And I find that to be true for a lot of people who are close in life. I love Instagram Live. This is too fun. Would I like to be a superhero? Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I'd love to be a part of the Marvel world if that's what you're asking. No, I think everybody, they always say, what other fandom would you like to be a part of? And I go, all of them. Marvel, Star Wars. I know everybody says that, but it's so true. Will we get bloopers someday? I sure hope so. I really hope we get bloopers someday. I want to see the bloopers. We all want to see the bloopers. We've been asking them for bloopers as a cast because we have so much fun on set that when somebody like trips or something happens, we think it's really funny. And we all laugh about it on the day, but then we want to go back and watch it because sometimes the things that happen are really crazy, or just really silly. And we want to be able to relive those moments too. You guys are so fun. I love this. Oh goodness, there's so many questions. My favorite part of season 2. I think my favorite part of season 2 is yet to come. I really do. I haven't seen all the scripts yet, but from what the writers have been telling me, there's some cool stuff. The episode that we're shooting right now, I can't. Okay, how can I say this without saying it? And then I'll close this up. I'm going to say this without saying it. There's a scene that we're shooting next week that's from the books, and it's very exciting. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm so excited. Just as a fan of the books, it was one of my favorite scenes, and the fact that they're bringing it in and the way in which they're doing it is really, it's incredible. But, that's it's a huge credit to the writers and to the creators of the show for being able to find a great balance between the books and the show. They're giving the books their own life, and they're giving the show their own life, and it's amazing how they're able to balance it all. My goodness, there's so much. I do get distracted very easily because you guys send so many amazing comments and questions. I have to sort through them all. Oh, funniest moments with Magnus and Clary. I think one of my favorite Magnus and Clary moments was in season 1 when he was making the potion for Luke. And they're having this conversation, and Clary is trying to help, and she doesn't really know what's going on. But I love that Magnus-Clary relationship because they have a connection, even though it's kind of a long-distance one and one that's kind of been separated. But again, they're always there to support each other. Clary, and does. In 2A, you're going to see it. Clary always goes to Magnus when she really needs something. And that's really incredible. All right, guys, I have time for one more question, and then I gotta go. Let me see. My favorite quote. I'll end with that. Zane's Clary asks what my favorite quote is. My favorite quote is, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined." It's a Henry David Thoreau quote. First of all, if you haven't read any Thoreau, I would highly recommend it. He's one of my favorite authors. But that quote, to me, no matter what you love, no matter what your passion is, you have to pursue it with every fiber of your being. You have to pursue it with all of your passion and all of your drive. And if you do, that's the way to be happy, because you'll be doing what you love, and you'll be doing something that fulfills you. And no matter what that dream is, no matter what that passion is, go find it, go live it, go do it. Those will be my parting words, my piece of advice, and my favorite quote. I love you guys. Thank you so much. This has been such a blast. Thank you for being a part of this fandom. Thank you for being a part of this journey with all of us. And thank you for being as passionate about the show as we are about making it. Hi, Lenny. I love you. I miss you. Lenny's my big bro. He's a boss. Thank you, guys. I really love and appreciate each and every one of you. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, angels.